The thing about the entertainment industry is that one minute you're hot and happening and the next you're struggling to get gigs and pay rent. Tipsy was once one of Durban's biggest gqom artists, but it seems those days are long gone. Apparently a fall from grace started when Tipsy left Afrotainment in 2022 and started managing her own career. Tipsy left because she wasn't feeling appreciated and she wanted to teach them a lesson. Whole life is teaching her a big lesson, shame. She might be seeing all the money from the bookings, but the bookings are few and far between. A friend says this is costing her a lot and giving her a bad reputation. Another close friend of the fading vocalist says people are starting to talk about her borrowing money from friends and family. She doesn't have a single cent and she's borrowing money from people. I'm worried because when she was good, she took care of people and gave them money, but now that it's her turn, people are quick to gossip about how she's borrowing money. She's a mother after all and needs to keep her dignity intact. Who cares about dignity when you're hungry? But Malume says he has no hard feelings, so I'm sure she can just apologize and get back into Afrotainment. Shabbat broke into the music industry with Joyous Celebration in 2003, becoming a household name. He went solo, producing some of Mzansi's biggest gospel songs, but he claims he never got to enjoy the fruits of his labor. It seems that things have not been as successful for Shabbat due to the contract he signed with his record label. A contract he signed without reading, as he reflected on the fact by sharing that, "I didn't see any issues with signing the contract because I was from the streets, so you take anything that you come across. So I said okay, and we went ahead and recorded the album, but the problem started when I noticed that I was getting a smaller percentage from my royalty payments and many other hidden costs he was not aware of when he signed his contract." Shabbat says he was always in debt with his record label and they had to lend him money a couple of times. "They killed me, they destroyed me. I think I need to see a psychologist or something, because even now I don't know what I'm doing. It was a calling, how did it end up being something that destroys me?" CRB has always had an immense talent and appears in a lot of shows, so it's really sad to know he's struggling to the point of checking into a psychiatric ward being treated for depression. His mother, Nomasondo Mtembu, told Daily Sun that Sia feels like he has been cancelled and blocked by the arts. "The things that are happening to him are difficult for him to handle. Everything is too much for my son. He has been knocking on many doors in the acting world, but they have all been closed on him." She says those things have caused him severe depression. He had to be admitted to hospital. Staying at home watching your parents go to bed hungry after they sent you to school and got you to graduate is not nice. Sia had cars, but now he's squatting in taxis as if he's not a superstar. She says his house in Joburg is about to be repossessed because he can no longer pay the installments. At the height of his career, Innocent Masuku had millions, a house, cars, and was on everyone's lips. Well, all that went down the drain when he started doing drugs. According to the actor, he began using drugs in the year 2000 after being exposed to them through a friend, and he misused over 500,000. "I never thought drugs would destroy my life. I enjoyed them because I was having fun, and I felt good when I had taken them." He said although he lost a lot of money on drugs, he also lost opportunities. "I don't have money now. In fact, I am broke. But I'll start a new life. When I combine all the money that I've lost in the industry, it is around 5 million. I am taking my life back. I want to venture back into acting and continue entertaining people." He has been doing a lot of interviews and I Blew It had cast him for season 5, so things are already looking up. Central is on every other Amapiano hit song, so it came as a surprise to learn that he was broke. Last year, when news of his alleged baby with Nkosazana's daughter broke, the source claimed that Central had been living off Nkosazana's income as he doesn't get booked as he ought to. The source said, as talented as he is, he does not get booked to perform and is not making any money. That is why he travels with Nkosazana to gigs and is forever with her everywhere she goes. He had a fallout with one of the top producers who we think blacklisted him, and it does not get airplay or bookings, and that's why he has been struggling. The producer in question seems to be Maporisa, as the two had a fallout last year when Trill wanted to release his album. Then earlier this year, he himself tweeted the following: "It's tiring and mentally damaging. So many hits, I have never seen a cent. I'm tired. Never been an artist that talks too much or exposes much. This will definitely be a joke to some of you. I understand, but it's mentally damaging and exhausting. What are we working so much for?" Then boom, Maporisa tweeted, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you," which many think was directed to say Trill. Many of us got introduced in Tabaya Said Dubai after he featured on Big Zulu's Monster song. The song went on to garner 12 million streams. Well, despite the song being successful, Intaba came out last year and claimed he was broke and hadn't been paid for featuring on the song. Maleningi has reached over 12 million streams, but I'm broke. Never got even a 1 rand. Big Zulu defended himself and said all the money Intaba was supposed to get was sent to the record label. Intaba was signed to Ambitious Records. So if he never got a single cent, he should take it up with Ambitious, not Big Zulu. Ambitious joined the chat and said Ntaba was lying. He got all his money. Ntaba responded with, I'm not trying to ruin anyone's name here, but I'm sharing my side of the story. Whoever claims he paid me money, he or she is lying. I repeat, he or she is lying. The only money I have and survive on is 3,700, which I receive from my company every month. Well, as it stands, he's still fighting with the record label as they refuse to let him out of his contract. They have even taken down all the new music that he has been independently trying to release on YouTube. Eyadini hitmaker claims to be dying of hunger because he has been apparently ripped off by music giants. Remember that hit song Eyadini which kept us up all night in 2018? Well, now the muso behind the single says he's now struggling to make ends meet as he has fallen on hard times. He says that the song only made him 4,000 rand. I do not know where the rest of the money went. I do believe there are people who are feeding off my hard work. At the time of releasing the song, he says he had no contract signed with any company. It was only after releasing the song which topped the charts when he was apparently approached by a record label called Uju Records. Samro says Airtin royalties were paid off in 2018, but according to their records, Mangongo is not the owner of the song. They then advised him to talk with the owners of the song. So either Uju Records stole his song and his money, or he's not the owner of the song, but either way, the guy is struggling to get back up.